Shop CheapCheap.com. At Thompson, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, we make buying easy.
Brett, what are you doing? Laminating some stuff. First off, pretty sure that's a federal offense. And second, that's for our customers to laminate their Medicare cards when they come in for a commitment-free consultation. My bad. For U64.com.
Parker's Kitchen is my new daily coffee stop.
Gourmet beans are freshly ground for every cup. Get your own cup of great tasting, freshly brewed coffee at Parker's Kitchen.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Big moves to downsize the federal government leading to rising tensions. The Department of Government Efficiency, spearheaded by billionaire Elon Musk under President Trump's blessing, has moved to cut thousands of federal jobs.
More than 2 million Americans serve as civilian federal workers. There are growing frustrations among some people who say Musk's moves to downsize are coming at too high of a cost. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Will Rio.
And I'm Zaina Halliburton. Some of those voices organizing a sit-in today. Recently, you may have received a citation in the mail with a picture of your car saying you were speeding. It's most likely from an automated speed traffic camera. These cameras have started popping up in hundreds of counties all across the state, including Burke County and the city of Rennes. I-18 reporter Will Rio is digging deeper into these cameras as lawmakers look to ban private camera companies in the state.
Well, it's a highly debated topic across the state, using automated cameras to catch speeding vehicles primarily in school zones. But now there's some conversations on if these cameras are being used to protect or to make a profit. One attorney we talked to called these cameras cash register justice. Waynesboro, the bird dog capital of the world. The town may not be a bustling tourist destination, and drivers on the bypass aren't leaving with a postcard.
They got that picture of my car and my tag. They sent it to me.
But many are leaving with a photograph of their vehicle instead, and a hefty $100 fine.
It's just normal for me to do the 55.
Diane Morris was one of those drivers.
I guess that's the way they get you.
What got her was this automated school zone speed camera planted right in front of Burke County High School on Highway 25, put here by the Sheriff's Department. What was it like when you got that $100 ticket in the mail?
I was shocked. And I didn't think it was me until I looked at the other pages, and it did. It had my car, and it had my tag.
You don't remember any flashing lights from that day?
I do not remember. I did not see any flashing lights. I did not see anything warning me that school was in, and school was out at that time.
So we decided to give this a try. According to this sign, this is an active school zone from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., so all day. The speed limit is 45 miles per hour, but when we go up to the second sign here, this says 45 miles per hour when flashing. We found that the lights don't flash all day, which means that most drivers here probably think that the speed limit is 55 miles per hour, which is the normal speed limit.
It said I was going 56. Speed limit's 55. Which either way you look at it, I was going 1 mile over the speed limit. But I got a $100 ticket, and I paid it.
Even this letter from the Burke County Sheriff's Office says it will maintain flashing yellow lights within the school zone. All our cameras found, the lights don't flash all day, even though the cameras are on. These speed cameras are operated by a private company out of Maryland called Ultimate. Since the Sheriff's Office and the Board of Education started the contract with Ultimate, 4,675 citations have been mailed out to drivers. The county raked in more than $570,000 in just 7 months. And Ultimate gets a cut too, 25% per paid citation. They've made more than $116,000 so far. Do you think that this is a money grab?
Oh, it is. I mean, these companies don't give one hoot about public safety. They are in it for money. They're private, for-profit corporation.
John Bell with the Bell Law Firm in Augusta calls these programs cash register justice. He's filed several civil and class action lawsuits challenging automated speed camera companies across the state. The citations are civil penalties. They don't count towards your driving record, but if left unpaid, the state can put a lien on your car or suspend your vehicle registration. According to the Georgia Department of Revenue, that's happened to at least 119,000 drivers since 2019. And there's very little recourse other than drivers trying to fight the ticket in court.
The defendant is presumed innocent, and the state has to prove he did wrong. They're making the one charged wrongfully prove his innocence, not the other way around.
Georgia opened the door for private companies to operate these cameras 7 years ago. Georgia's Department of Transportation says at least 278 have popped up across the state. That includes the city of Rennes, which tells our I-team it's collected more than $444,000 from drivers and mailed out more than 10,500 citations just since 2022. Back in Burke County, where drivers are being cited at times outside of the time frame cameras are said to be operating. This driver was ticketed at 7:25 a.m. and this one at 7:11 a.m. Both happened before 7:30, which is when the cameras were supposed to start.
They write more tickets when school's in session and the lights outside are not flashing.
And more cameras could be on the way. GDOT data shows 2 permits were approved for R.L. Norris Elementary School in Thompson and Brentwood School in Washington County. But now, some state lawmakers are pumping the brakes.
This is abusive. It is hiding behind the excuse of children's safety, and it is being used to take millions of dollars out of the pockets of Georgians, and is wrong, and it needs to be undone.
Under the Gold Dome, State Representative Dale Washburn is behind House Bill 225 that would repeal the law legalizing for-profit speed cameras.
The estimate now is probably above $200 million has been collected on these things statewide.
Do you think this is entrapment?
I absolutely do. I believe it absolutely is entrapment. A lot of the tickets are being written outside of the school hours that are discussed so often. A lot of the tickets are being written outside of the flashing light period.
Our I-team has uncovered state lawmakers profited off these camera companies too. Red Speed Georgia and Blue Line Solutions donated at least $539,000 to lawmakers from 2019 to 2025. All of that money going to lawmakers, public officials, and committees meant to represent you, the taxpayer.
That is a big loss for the people of Georgia if they are allowed to stay in any way in Georgia.
A big loss that's being felt in the wallets of drivers all across the Peach State. $100 is not cheap. We all know that.
No.
And so what does it mean to you to have to pay that $100 ticket?
Oh, it was a lot. I live on Social Security. I'm 70 years old, and it's hard.
Now, we found County Commission did not approve the cameras. Some were against them altogether. In June of 2023, the sheriff proposed an ordinance to Commission authorizing the use of these cameras, but the discussion was tabled over concerns for them. Fast forward to October of 2023, a permit to Georgia DOT shows the Board of Education moved forward with these cameras without Commissioner's approval. Now, the speed camera contract was initiated by Sheriff Alfonso Williams and the BOE, where the sheriff's sister is the superintendent there. Now, we found crash data from that area from 2017 to 2021 that reports 0 fatalities and only 20 crashes in 4 years. As for the private camera company, they have not responded to any of the I-team's requests for any of the citations, so we can track how many people were cited outside the times that the cameras were actually operating.
All right, thank you for looking into that for us, Will. Take a look outside of our tower cam. We got some light showers pushing through, creating a little bit of a rainbow we can see from our studio cam. Update on the radar network and that weekend forecast just after break.
Time and temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team. Introducing the First Alert Radar Network.
With up to 10 times the resolution of other local radars and technology that can pinpoint right down to your street.
First just got faster.
Prices are rolled back and the savings they forecast. Now for tomorrow we got sunshine, low 70s, a little bit cooler by Sunday, but remember Wednesday, keeping all eyes on it for the chance for the severe weather next week.
We first told you about the Avery House in 2018 when one woman made it her mission to purchase an Augusta home and turn it into transitional housing for veterans. She's now changed the name to the Veterans Villa and is finding solutions and helping men and women who served our country get back on their feet. Arlene Williams came to Augusta from New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. Since being here, she's made it her mission to help veterans in need by purchasing this home on Datnack Street.
The house will house and service 10 veterans. We will provide wraparound services. It's a 90-day program, but we will not force you out if we haven't connected you to all your resources within that 90 days.
The home was built in 1896 and purchased from Thelma Avery, giving it the original name Avery House. Williams says they started renovations in 2019.
When we started taking paint down and moving wood, and I was like, I don't know, I think I got a money pit. But then I started seeing the good bones. I could feel the history in the house, and it was important for me to preserve that.
Williams says the project has been a community effort. The Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association has held fundraisers the last couple of years in support of the project.
We're all about service. Service doesn't stop when you come out of the uniform, but at the same time, we don't forget our brothers and sisters. And there are so many of the people that have raised their right hand, willing to give their life for this country, that have become, for one reason or another, homeless or have come down in dire straits. So this is just a way for our community to support those men and women.
Chapter Commander Donald Hansen says their next fundraiser will be in June. The Dirty Birdie is similar to a poker run, and all funds go toward finishing renovations.
Since we're Augusta, we do putting, so we do have putting greens that we have at each stop, and it'll start here at the Veteran Villa, and we'll end up probably in Thompson, but there'll be numerous stops.
Williams says she's hoping to have the home finished sooner rather than later.
Every day that we can't get a veteran off the street, someone loses their life. It should never happen to anybody, especially our veterans.
It's a great thing she's doing. She hopes to have that home done soon. As far as the name change, a room will be named after Miss Avery instead of the home itself.
What a great program, helping a group of people that certainly need that help as well. It's
That's
awesome
right.
to see.
And if you would like to volunteer and help in renovations, or if you can help with drywall work, they're in need of that too. If you want more information on the fundraiser, that's on our website.
Well, Warren County boys basketball is headed back to the Final Four. Coming up in sports, hear how this small-town team is making big strides this postseason.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
Create your...
On Your Sideline, sponsored by Chandler Law Firm.
Got a question for you. How do you keep the energy high when you're bound for your third Final Four in 4 seasons? Well, that's the dilemma that the Warren County boys basketball team is facing this week. Last season, the Screaming Devils lost by 2 to Manchester, robbing their chances of playing in the state championship finals. They've never won state. A blank banner doesn't even hang in the gym. They're ranked 7th in A Division II. They'll now face Savannah, who leads the 32-team field. Confronted with a David and Goliath situation, Warren County is soaking in every minute of the postseason.
Just let them know that it's a lot of kids that they may know, like from different areas, that don't have this opportunity. So I tell them, like, don't take it for granted, because some of your friends from different areas, like, they want to be in your shoes. So just absorb it, because I mean you got parents, you got family members that have sacrificed you to be in this position.
We'll have more on Warren County tonight at 10 and 11. The Brave spring training game against the Nats is one of 10 that will air across our Gray Media sister stations. Tonight's game is currently on WAGT2, which comes out to channel 252 if you have Xfinity. This is one of 10 games, so pretty exciting stuff. That is 0-0 in the top of the second inning, so we're going to see how they shake up things against the Nats.
Looking forward to that. We're glad we can catch some of those Braves games here on Peachtree Sports Network. Take a look at our 3-degree guarantee brought to you by Tub Doctor. Our forecast 78, actual high of 80 within that 3-degree guarantee, so $50 more heading towards the center of hope. Another quick look at that 7-day forecast just after break.
News. Here, attorney John Foy and Associates.
Welcome back, folks. This is a beautiful view from our SRP park camera looking down the Savannah River. This is looking towards that western sky, getting just past sunset here and illuminating some of this cloud cover that is currently pushing through. Really cool colors in the sky right now. We got temperatures still holding steady in the mid-70s. Those temps will be falling into the 60s and 50s later this evening, but not really going to see a super cold evening by any standards. We'll eventually get down to the low 40s by daybreak tomorrow. Here's looking at radar network. You can still see our Harlem radar site there, picking up on just some light showers here over North Augusta, all the way over into getting closer to Aiken as well. So most of that rain has crossed over the river, and it's pretty much on the lighter side. Nothing that's overly heavy for us for the rest of this evening. But we'll keep those low rain chances in play the next couple of hours. Once we get into the overnight, though, drop into zero. Should actually see fairly clear skies once we get past midnight tonight. And we are going to enjoy a lot of sunshine for your Friday. Once again, waking up a little bit cool, waking up near 42 degrees right around daybreak. And then as we get towards tomorrow afternoon, heading home from school, should be a beautiful end to the school week. We got high temperatures near 70 degrees and plenty of sunshine out there for us. Now, as we get later to the weekend, we're still going to be fairly warm on Saturday. Remember, it's going to be pretty windy on Saturday as a dry front does push through. That will cool off our temperatures heading into Sunday, dropping the highs only in the upper 50s. Now, as we head into next week, we start to gradually warm up again, and then next front arrives Wednesday with that chance for severe weather.
Okay, thanks, Riley. We're back live on 26 News at 7.
And for News 12 at 10 and 11 o'clock. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, it's Anna Christina here for Roof Savers. It's that time of year again, the perfect time to invest in your home. And what's the most important investment for your home? Your roof. If you've been worried about the age of your roof, missing shingles, black stains, or even leaks, I've got great news for you. There's a scientifically proven solution that can extend the life of your roof by 17 years with just one treatment. It's called Renew at 17 with Rock Lock technology exclusively from Roof Savers. Listen to some of our happy customers.
This house took the full brunt of the wind that we experienced during the hurricane. I think they said we had gusts up to 100, 110. So for us to withstand winds of that magnitude, I think the product, again, was one of the main reasons why we sustained minimal damage. I truly believe if we had not gotten that renewed treatment from Roof Savers, that I probably would have lost, with the age of the roof, I probably would have lost about 80% of the shingles on it. And we've been really pleased because everyone that we've dealt with have been courteous, professional, and just generally kind. Roof Savers would be our go-to in any roof repairs or roof damage that we would absolutely need.
Roof Savers, save your roof, save your money.
If you haven't called Senior Life Insurance Company for your free quote, you're probably paying too much. Senior Life was able to get this 65-year-old woman a $10,000 immediate benefit whole life plan for under $41 a month. She saved over $450 a year by choosing Senior Life. Some competitors cost twice as much. This 65-year-old man was paying almost $110 a month before he called Senior Life. We were able to cut his rate to $52, saving him almost $700 a year. These low rates are locked in, and so is the coverage amount. Hundreds of thousands of seniors have taken advantage of our low-cost plans built with seniors' budgets in mind. We saved this couple almost $1,400 a year with more coverage compared to what they were paying. Call now to find out if Senior Life Insurance Company can cut your rate in half. The quote is absolutely free. Switch to Senior Life and stop paying too much. Call now.